This poem I wrote after visiting the Gautuma mountain, the Vulture peak, where the Buddha liked to stay with his monks. The Gautuma mountain is a beautiful place, not far from the capital of the kingdom of Magadha, south of the Ganges river. And the King Bimbisara had built a climbing path for the Buddha. He was a very dear friend of the Buddha. And when we walk, we climb the mountain mindfully, we were aware that the Buddha used to climb up and go down that mountains thousands of times. And we get the energy of the Buddha. We get a lot of peace and joy climbing the mountain. And the first time I went up the mountain, I witnessed to a very splendid, beautiful sunset. And it's so beautiful. I was sitting on the very ground on which the hut of the Buddha was built 2,600 years ago. And I was looking deeply with mindfulness the beautiful sunset. And suddenly I realized that I was looking with the eyes of the Buddha. The same sunset, the same beautiful sunset was looked at by the Buddha with his eyes. And I was there, a student of the Buddha, and continued to look at the beautiful sunset with his own eyes, the eyes of mindfulness. Because mindfulness is the energy that makes up a Buddha. A Buddha means someone who is mindful, awakened. And mindfulness brings about understanding and loving kindness. And I was so happy to realize that I got a lot of energy during that time. And many years later, I had another chance to go up to climb the same mountain with about 35 friends. It was a very happy time climbing the mountain together. And when we went up the mountain, we practiced sitting meditation there. And we waited for the sunset. And we contemplated that very beautiful sunset. And I experienced the same thing again. Now as I walk with my friends in walking meditation, whether in Moscow or in Czechoslovakia or in Europe or in North America, I always get that same wonderful feeling. Everywhere I walk, I feel the same feeling of sacredness. Everywhere I walk on the Gautuma mountain. And if my friends have enough energy of mindfulness, they will participate in that atmosphere, in that spirit of walking. They can touch the Gautuma mountain everywhere, at any time, by touching the earth deeply. Every spot that you walk on in mindfulness become a sacred spot. The kingdom of God is there. You only need to breathe in and out mindfully, and you make one step and you enter into the kingdom of God. The kingdom of God is available in the present moment. The Pure Land The Gautuma mountain is available to you, even here, because one spot contains all the other spots. Time contains space. And therefore when we touch one thing, we touch everything else. Like when we touch a flower, we touch the sunshine, we touch the cloud, we touch the earth. This is described by John Macy as a love poem. The old mendicant. Being rock, being gas, being mist, being mind, being the masons traveling among the galaxies at the speed of light. You have come here, my beloved, and your blue eyes shine so beautiful, so deep. You have taken the path traced for you from the non-beginning and the never-ending. You say that on your way here, you have gone through many millions of births and deaths. Innumerable times you have been transformed into firestorms in outer space. You have used your own body to measure the age of the mountains and rivers. You have manifested yourself as trees, grass, butterflies, single-celled beings, and as chrysanthemums. But the eyes with which you look at me this morning tell me that you have never died. Your smile invites me into the game whose beginning no one knows, the game of hide and seek. O green caterpillar, you are solemnly using your body to measure the length of the rose branch that grew last summer. Everyone says that you, my beloved, were just born this spring. Tell me, how long have you been around? Why wait until this moment to reveal yourself to me, carrying with you that smile which is so silent and so deep? O caterpillar, suns, moons, and stars flow out each time I exhale. Who knows that the infinitely large must be found in your tiny body? Upon each point on your body, thousands of Buddha fields have been established. With each stretch of your body, you measure time from the non-beginning to the never-ending. The great mendicant of all is still there on the Vulture peak, contemplating the ever-splendid sunset. Gautama, how strange! Who said that the Udumbara flower blooms only once every 3,000 years? The sound of the rising tide, you cannot help hearing it if you have an attentive ear. The Udumbara flower is a kind of flower that blooms only once in every 3,000 years. A Buddha appears on earth is a rare event that is only true when we look from the historical dimension. But when we learn to look from the ultimate dimension, the Udumbara flower is always there blooming. The Buddha is still there on the Vulture peak, still contemplating the beautiful sunset. If you have an attentive ear, you will hear the Buddha still teaching. And you can touch him from here. You don't have to go to the Vulture peak. Now I would like to invite Sister True Emptiness to come and sing you a last song. and it's wonderful to be with you. We have brought our mindfulness together and have watered some seeds of joy and peace within us. Thank you for being there with your mindfulness.
Người hành khất năm xưa vẫn còn trên linh Thứu Sơn, thản nhiên ngồi nhìn mặt trời huy hoàng đang lặng. Gautama, ô hay ai bảo rằng ưu bác Đà La triệu năm mới có một lần nở. Tiếng hài triều kia có chiếc tai nào chiều lắng mà lại không nghe. Tiếng hài triều kia có chiếc tai nào chiều lắng mà lại không nghe. The old mendicant Gautama is still here on the Vulture Peak of today. But Vulture Peak could be any part of a park. If we look deeply, we can be in touch right away with him. We are a person who may not have be called Buddhist. She may be a Christian. He may be a Muslim. But if in them you see great love, great understanding, then you can touch that old mendicant on any street. Người hành khất năm xưa vẫn còn trên linh Thứu Sơn, thản nhiên ngồi nhìn mặt trời huy hoàng đang lặng. Gautama, ô hay ai báo rằng ưu bác Đà La triệu năm mới có một lần nở. Tiếng hài triều kia có chiếc tai nào chiều lắng mà lại không nghe.
Call me by my true names. Please call me by my true names, so I can wake up, so the door of my heart can be left open.